feel like everybody is out to get you. So do I feel any kind of way about it? No, it was a game. We played it. We all played it hard. And at the end of the day, it just was paranoia in that house. Any moves or decisions that you regretted? Nope, not a one.
Ooh, what's your new favorite music since you've been in the house?
I love Billie Eilish. So Birds of a Feather is like, I love that song. And honestly, I saw a meme that was made with Leah and I literally was a ball bag. I was crying so hard because I was like, oh, it's the epitome of how much I care about that girl. Did being in the top 3 AFP surprise you? Yeah, a bit. It surprised me quite a bit. I was, when I was in the jury house with Quinn, he was like, oh, you and Tucker totally have this. Like, one of you are going to get it. I was in complete denial. I was like, no, I'm not going to get it. I don't think so. I'm pretty humbled by this whole experience. I didn't really feel like I would have a title like that, even being in the top 3. What did you do in the jury house? What did we do in the jury house? Well, the first day I got there, I just hung out with the house guests of the jury house that were there. And then I slept that entire night until the next day at 4 p.m. I woke up. Leah and I shared cooking. We hung out by the pool, floated in the pool, and I just released all of the paranoia and all of the anxieties that you feel when you're in that house, and just kind of just like felt at ease and calm and at peace with it. And there was some sadness too, because I really wanted to win that show like we all did. And so I think we just kind of hung out. We played cards. We made friendship bracelets all day long. We talked around the table, the 4 of us, and then the 5 of us. We had a good time. We had a really good time. And I am very lucky and blessed to have had that time in the jury house so that I was well rested and able to come home to my family and not need to like rest. I was able to have plenty of that once I got home. I was already good to go. Did you change your personal character in the house? Or are you always this awesome? I am what you see. I always am just me. I didn't change who I was. I definitely cried more in that house than I do at home, and wore my heart on my sleeve a lot more than I do in my everyday life. But I still do that anyway. And I'm still a wild and crazy mom. I still have fun with my kids, my grandbabies. And I usually am the main character in the room wherever I am. And that was kind of a little bit hard for me being in Big Brother house, because everybody chosen is a main character when they enter a room. Everybody was that awesome. And so it was hard to kind of see how I would fit, but somehow I made it week after week. I kept surviving. Hardest comp, the wall. The wall's the hardest comp. I dropped first. Man, you know what? I did watch a meme on that, and I'm going to tell you what. We had to get up there. And when you're up there, it is so much higher than it looks like when it's on television or online. It's really high. And also how it pivoted down, it literally felt as though we were completely horizontal. Like it was hard to stay up. Do you have a cameo? What is that?
Do you have cameo?
Yes, I have cameo.
Let me see. If you stayed after double eviction, would you have aligned with Chemo and Rabina?
Yes.
See. Joseph said Angela is a reality TV legend.
Oh, Joseph's a reality TV legend.
For real.
Love you too. Oh my gosh, there's so many nice things. What is
Dude.
that? Do any of your kids want to be on BB? I don't know. CJ, would you do Big Brother? Well, you just say it out loud because nobody can hear you. Come over here and say yes, you would. You don't want to? Okay. Would you do it, Lex?
Personally, I don't know. That was a lot of exposing and just, I feel like that'd be so nerve-wracking. Okay. Is your son CJ single?
Yes.
Did you ever forget about the cameras?
Yes, all the time. I did not think that my family would watch the live feeds, and I'm not a live feeder, which I will be now for life. Now seeing kind of what that looks like, what my kids said that is. So I didn't really appreciate the fact that my family could see me all the time. I was always so worried and really wanted to know that they could see me. What is that happening? Why is there a filter on there?
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, I don't want a filter.
Hold on.
I want to look like myself.
I did not mean to press that. How do I do that?
Get rid of that.
I don't know.
Because I really don't want a filter, Lexi.
I'm sorry. I did not mean to do that.
Okay.
I don't even know how that went on.
That looks weird.
That looks so weird. We're all up close and personal. What the heck? Guys, comment if you know how to get rid of this. Oh my gosh, there's so many. No filter needed. Nope. Did you, let's see.
Is there like a filter button?
Oh, okay, I got it.
Okay, good.
Sorry about that.
I don't want a filter.
Okay. Let's see. Loved your Jennifer Coolidge impersonation. You should do one.
No, it takes me a second to do her, and I don't even think I'm that good at doing her voice.
Technical difficulties. Okay.
Thank you. I just got my hair done today by my daughter Christine, and I am in love. It's soft. It just feels so good. The grays are gone. Woo! Goodbye, gray.
This one. Oh, where'd it go? Right here.
Swipe left or right. Thoughts on Cedric?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I love the kid. He just lives not too far from me. I think he said it's a 3-hour drive. So I told him to please come and visit me anytime. I absolutely adore him.
Oh, have you thought that far ahead? What is your Halloween costume going to be?
I have actually thought about it. I might wear one of my comp outfits from BB. It should be here just before Halloween, I think.
Let's see.
Oh, this is so exciting. There's so many people
There's
asking
so many.
things.
Would
That's
you
so
do
cool.
BB reindeer games?
Yes, I would.
Oh, this one. Angela, we need a charcuterie board tutorial.
Already planning it. Already planning it. Stay tuned.
Let's see. Hold on. Cam and you had a sweet relationship.
I love Cam. He's great.
City rumors.
No, I have not been reached out to, and I highly doubt it.
Would you ever come back for a full season and fast back?
Ask me in a week, because I'm not sure how I feel about that just yet. I mean, I just got out of there, and that was a long time away from my family. It is really hard. And I question why they don't necessarily always put older people with children and grandchildren on there, because it is a struggle. It really is a daily, hourly struggle to be away from your family.
What is Dad's thoughts on like the whole season as a whole?
My husband's thought is I didn't realize, again, that my family would be watching the live feeds. From what I understand from my children, he is so addicted to watching live feeds and looking up my name and Googling it and looking at all the memes and all of that. When I got home, it was like, he was like, looking at that, looking at me, looking at that, looking at me. He was just like, my wife is on TV. Like, of course I'm going to be watching the live feeds. He was so excited about it, and he's so proud of me, and he knew that I would just be myself naturally and just, you know, I do tend to have a big mouth. I told them that prior to getting on the show, and I said it could be the thing that just gets me the boot right away. And, you know, I guess I try to filter, but it's really hard to filter. It really is for me. It's hard.
Mom, did you like the slop?
No, I hated the slop.
Okay,
oh
this
my
is
gosh.
interesting. So tell them about like what it was, because
Okay, so the slop, I guess my kids said they never really like fully told you guys what it was. It literally is this white tub of still oats. It's worse than oatmeal. They're like little tiny itty bitty rocks, and we had to grind them down. And even when we grind them down, it was so awful. They were so tough, and just eating them was worse than oatmeal. It was disgusting, and it just always tasted chalky and nasty. It was like dirt. It was awful. We could have that. We could have pickles and olives. That is it. That is what we got. We would make things called like splitza, like a pizza crust. Oh, we could put salsa on it. But that just, it tasted really awful too. Like none of it was good at all. Oh, what does that say?
oh my gosh, I can't. This one.
Lexi's kind of navigating the screen for me.
Thoughts on Tucker?
I love Tucker. I think Tucker is great. Tucker is a hell of a competitor. He's a great personality. He's a gentleman. He's a sweetheart. He's got so much, like, how can I explain this? He has so much life. You could just tell he's bursting with energy and life. And he's just somebody you want to be around because he's just so fun and positive, and he's got this energy, this electric energy about him. And he is a storyteller. He's such a good storyteller. And when you don't have your phone and you don't have TV and access to the outside world, like, you live for Tucker's stories and Leah's. They both have great stories to tell. And so, you know, I love Tucker. I can't wait to visit New York and see all the places that he told me about and sightsee with him. I'm excited about that.
Did you get to keep all your outfits from Big Brother?
Yes, we did. They took them from us before we went home, and they're going to put them in our BB box, so that way when I get home I unbox all of that, because literally we were allowed one suitcase and one very, very small carry-on thing that would stay with them once we go into the house. So really all I had was my suitcase.
Do you like the Godzilla nickname?
Yes. I think that's cool. I can't believe they gave that to me.
I
That
think
is
it's
so
so
cool.
Let's see. What's your favorite previous season of Big Brother?
I love the season Casey went in because I thought she was a hell of a gal. She did so good in that season. I also love Taylor Hale's season. I mean, I'm a big Taylor fan, and anything Janelle was in, I was here for it. I love Janelle. She is awesome. She is like the comp queen, princess, all of the things. She was just wonderful. So any seasons that they were in, I loved. I love.
Was it hard to readjust to reality?
Yes. When I got to go actually out into the world, it was for our rap party, a little club in Hollywood. And it was so weird just seeing all of the faces and all the people.
You got bombarded as soon as you went in.
Yeah, it was cool. I just had all these people cheering for me, Angela, and then calling me that Godzilla and all of those things. Like, it was really special, and I'm so thankful. But yeah, it was really strange, just like even ordering a drink or going to a restaurant or going into a store. I haven't gone into a store where I've purchased anything yet, so I can't wait to go to Target.
What do you think of your BB comic?
I love my BB comic. I think it is iconic. Like, when I saw that, I was like, yes, they got me in the outfit with my punishment, where I felt so empowered after finishing it. And I just think it embodied, like, kind of like, you know, I can do hard things. I can do tough things. I'm a badass bitch and I can do anything. So I was like, yes, I love that comic.
Oh, did any house guests know you were on other shows?
No, I never told them. I never told them that I'd been on game shows or that Dr. Phil new series. I didn't feel like there was a place for it. I didn't want them thinking, oh my gosh, you know, she's won money, or maybe she's really good at doing TV. Because honestly, I'm not. I'll tell you the story of how really quick. I'll try to be really quick with it, but the game show thing, honestly, my sister wanted to go to a taping of Dancing with the Stars so bad. It was like her favorite show ever. And so I got onto this website called On Camera Audiences. And I signed us up. And then next thing you know, I got another email from On Camera Audiences saying, hey, if you and a guest would go to a taping of Let's Make a Deal next week, then we will get you VIP tickets to Dancing with the Stars, where you can sit up there with the stars on that second story. And I'm like, all day long, baby, tell me what I need to do. I'd never really watched the show before, so I got on YouTube, figured it out pretty quick. Told my sister, we're going to put on pajamas, and we're going to go as the realistic housewives of the OC. And so her and I went down there. I saw in the green room very early on that they were literally casting for who was going to go on the show right then and there. And watching everybody else walk up to the cameras and the people that were asking questions of them, they were pretty like, quiet and just not really giving it everything. And so when I got up there, because I waited, I was a little reserved and I waited for it. When I got up there, I jumped up on the chair and I was like, I'm Angela Murray and I'm here to embarrass my kids on national TV. Woo! And then I started going on and on and on about all this stuff in my life and how silly and crazy that I am. And then before you know it, I was getting called up on stage with Wayne Brady. And then they told me after I won, you can come back every 2 years. So what did I do? I went back every 2 years. And so I was on the show 3 times. 3 times. One time here at home when it was during COVID, they allowed me to be on the show then as well. And as far as the Dr. Phil thing goes, because I was on that show and Price is Right, and I knew that I could do that, I got an email that pretty much, they didn't say who was doing it. They just said a celebrity therapist. And if you've got a problem in your family or a conflict, my daughter, Christine, quickly grabbed my phone from me and she's like, oh my gosh, it's like they're a fly on the wall. And she goes messaging them back. And then before you know it, we're getting on that show as a family. And that was pretty cool. And I would do it again because it brought my daughter and my husband back together.
Let's see.
I know it's like an accumulation of how did you do it and why did you do it and is this like a history for you? And like, no, it's not. Like, it was just the game shows. Yes. Like, that was fun to do. Ultimately, I always wanted to do Big Brother. I didn't think I could be away from the house when my youngest daughter, Lexi, was still in high school. So I waited up until 5 years ago where I really got serious about auditioning for it and sending in tapes.
Okay. Are live evictions boring just sitting there?
No. I didn't think of myself as a villain, but apparently some of the haters think I am. But you know what? They don't see everything.
Would you be down for All Stars?
Yeah, I guess I would if it was All Stars.
Let's see. Would you recommend trying out for Big Brother?
Yes, I would, because if you love the show and it's a dream of yours, I say go after it. Why not?
Do you guys talk when waiting for a live eviction? Actually, I'm curious too.
Wait, like when we're on the couch?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do talk. We do.
I miss Big Brother already. Me too.
I miss it too.
Someone's naming their baby after you.
Oh, stop.
Okay, we need you as a judge on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh my God, I would love that.
What did you like least about being in the house?
I didn't like being locked in. So sometimes
You mentioned the cold.
I already mentioned it. Oh, the house is cold, but I'm going through menopause, so it was totally fine with me because I'm around hot anyway.
Oh my God.
But like, I just didn't like when they had to we had to be in the house for a long time because they had to prepare our challenges and our games. But after that was over, you know, you go outside, fresh air, everything is good. I just didn't like being locked up in the house because I really loved going out in the yard.
Okay, Ava Franks needs to know, will you be trying the purple Burger King burger from Burger King?
I didn't even know that was a thing.
There's a purple burger.
I did not even know that was a thing.
We should do a taste test mukbang
What, on here?
later.
Okay.
Let's see. Hot menopause. Let's see. Okay, you could answer this one.
What is it?
Why didn't you cook that much?
Oh, because Leah cooks. Leah cooks good. Why mess with a good thing? Like, she cooks really, really, really good. I'm not just exaggerating. Like, I would eat her food tonight. We were just talking about her food tonight at dinner with my family. I'm like, that girl can cook. She needs to have a cooking show because she cooks that good.
Okay, Marissa in the chat, what game did you all play the most in the house?
Contact. Chemo brought it to us, and I'm coming to an island. And it took me a minute to learn the game and like catch on, but once I did, like, it was a lot of fun. I got made fun of because I didn't realize the concept of the game, and so I just shouted out Sherlock Holmes or something, and then Mackenzie would totally make fun of me for that for the longest time.
Which Big Brother alumni would you want to play with?
Janelle, of course.
Oh my God, that'd be iconic.
Definitely.
Okay, someone said for me to please check the comment box. Let's see.
There's a lot of questions in here.
What's your middle name?
Lorraine, and so is Leah's, and it's spelled the same way. When we found that out, I was like, oh my gosh, we're the Lorraines. Hold the door.
How do you feel about your fan edits?
I love the fan edits. I mean, I'm living life for those right now. They are so much fun. I could hardly go to sleep the other night because I'm just like, oh, that one's a good one. That one's a good one. And like, I'm sending them off to my kids. I just love them. My husband loves them too. And honestly, he enjoyed those while I was away from the house. He is so thankful. So thankful.
Let's see.
Did I really ever have a smoke? No.
Would you really have taken chemo to final two?
Yes. Without Leah being there, yes. Leo. Chemo is my golden boy, baby. I love Chemo. I think that Chemo being in the house, I know that I was never really like going to be with him, especially since he kind of had already his core alliances and things like that. But, you know, the guy is a family man. He's genuine. He's handsome. He's got a voice on him. In the jury house, we were doing karaoke, and that's where I really got to hear Chemo's voice. He can sing Michael Bublé better than Michael Bublé. Like, he sings so good. And, you know, he just is a light for me too. Like, he was just a confidant and somebody that would give me a really big bear hug. And I always felt they were very genuine. And Kimo will always, always be my friend. He is really like the best. He's a really good guy.
What did you think about your theme this season?
I loved our theme this season. At first I was like, looking around the house, because when we went in the house, I was like, this house is gorgeous. But then you get to the bedrooms and you're like, what the heck is going on here? And I was like, I literally said at first, it's like, is this some kind of like AI kind of thing? And they're like, I don't know, it's futuristic, da 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 da. But honestly, the house decor, the textures, the colors, it was easy on the eyes, especially with all the bright lights. Like, it was a really pretty house. I'm not being biased, but that house, like, it was good. The backyard was good. Everything was good. And the beds were really, really soft. They had like this memory foam cushion on them. Like, the house was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay.
Did you like your Zingbot?
I love the Zingbot. I love the Zingbot. And everyone was saying, oh my gosh, Angela's going to get the song. Angela's going to get the song. Watch, she's going to get the song. And I'm like, no, probably not. Probably not. And then I get the song. And I'm just like, okay. And then I'm like, it confirms it. I'm the crybaby of the season. It confirms. It confirms. Honestly, a lot of those tears, like I said, were just like heightened because I missed my freaking family so bad. So anything that happened or anything that went wrong, it just came out like waterworks. I just really, really missed my family.
Okay. I don't know if you want to end. Let's see. Were you always going to vote for Chelsea to win, or did her final speech change your mind? Do you want to save that, or?
Ooh. I think I'll answer it.
Okay.
Walking out that door, being evicted, before going into the jury house, I don't know. I think learning just how much, you know, it's hard. Between the two, I think Chelsea did a really good job of playing the game. I mean, really playing the game. She's a fan, so she knows, like, she really knows, like, how to play this game. She knew how and when to talk, like, just like in her speech. When she said it, it just kind of all confirmed things. Like, Chelsea is a competitor. Not only did she play the game well socially, she also won comps. And it's not, in my mind, it's not always just about winning those competitions. It's about how you manipulate and play that game. And in my book, she did it hard, 100%. So that's why she got my vote.
What's the transition like from house to jury house?
I think when you leave, at least for me, when I left the Big Brother house, I had an immense, the whole time, any time I was elected to go up to be a nom, I think it was really hard for me. And if I could go back now, maybe that would be the one regret, is just not feeling like every time I'm nominated and I'm on the block, like I'm being evicted from a personal home and I'm going to be on the street. That's how I always felt. Like I was going to lose it all. And I wish I could just go back and just be like, relax, girl. It's just a game. You get to go home after this. And I didn't. So when I was evicted from the house for good and I was out there and I'm on my way in the truck to the jury house, I just felt this tremendous amount of loss and sadness. But once, you know, a day or two goes past, you start to come back down to reality and realize that you played your heart out. You did the best you could. You're in the best position possible because you got to be on this show. And so I'm very, very, very thankful for that. I know I keep saying that, but I really, really am. And it was a feeling of loss, but also knowing that I get to go home to my family, where the people there are waiting open arms and no one's scheming and lying behind my back. There's a comfort there. And yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with it. And I'm fine to be home with my family.
What were your thoughts on one round of OTEV?
Oh my gosh, I felt like such a fool. What was I thinking? Like, honestly, when the question was asked, it just wasn't that clear. I think a lot of us felt that way. And thank goodness I wasn't the only one. Like, I wasn't the only one. So, you know, just sitting up there and feeling like, oh my gosh, Tucker's name must be really, really hard to find, right? But I found it. And it was fun kind of crawling through everything. We went one round. You know what? I should have listened better to the question, but they let us play in that fun place after the game. And we just kept sliding down and into the water and then jumping into those little orby things. Like, it was a blast. So it wasn't all for naught, because that was, in my book, the best OTEV setup I've ever seen, hands down. I don't think TV, I haven't seen it yet, but I just don't think that TV will do it justice on just how colorful and wonderful it was. They really, like, no expense spared. It was beautiful. And I feel that way about all of the games that we played. All the games that we played were colorful and imaginative and fun for an adult to act like a child and play those games. I'm telling you, dream come true. Being there was amazing, and getting to compete with D1 athletes and people half my age. Talk about amazing. And winning a couple of them, woo! Like, check, check, check.
How did you feel when Tucker used the POV on you?
Okay, I have to tell you guys this. Right when he won that, and I asked my kids, did they get to see it? And they did not. Right when he won that, I felt kind of like, oh, I lost that. I'm probably going to go home. And he gives me right after, he gives me this huge hug, and he whispers in my ear, I did that for you. And I thought, what? No way, no way. So we're walking back into the house the whole time. And I'm just like, no way did he, no way did he. And then we get up there and he says what he says, he's using it on you, Angela. I just was like, what? No way. No way is this guy using it on me. I wanted to just like jump up and scream and be so happy, but I didn't want to overdo it because everyone's watching. And you got to downplay a lot of times when you're really excited in that house.
What is it like being outside the Big Brother house now?
It's really good being outside the Big Brother house now. I miss it a little bit, yes, but I'm happy to be home with my family.
Let's see. Favorite jury house moment? Probably when you got to see your home videos.
Yeah, definitely seeing my home videos, but secondary to that would be the karaoke nights that we had. Those were fun. So fun.
What did you think about America's Veto?
I thought that was cool and shocking that Mackenzie had that. And I thought, good on her, because you know what? I was tired of watching her go up too, just like me. It just wasn't cool at all. And honestly, I didn't want her to be put up at all. When she was packing, I was right there with her. Because when I pack, I'd be packing alone. And it's kind of sad. We have to pack the night before just in case we are evicted from the house. So it's already done. And watching her pack, I never wanted her to pack alone. So I would be there with her. And watching her pull that out and be like, well, actually, I'm not going anywhere. I thought it was badass. You go, Mackenzie.
Have you seen your grandbabies?
Oh, yeah. They were out. My grandbabies were outside my front of my house right when I got home. And they had it was first class with CBS. Let me just tell you, they have a driver, first class, take you from home to the airport and from the airport home. And so I had this driver and he opened the door for me, but I could hardly wait. So I just ran out the door and into the arms of my family and my grandbabies.
Let's see. Oh, when CJ in his home video mentioned shout out my dogs in the crib, or shout out my mom in the Big Brother house. Did you understand that?
I didn't actually. I didn't really get what he was saying. CJ, doing that, I learned when I got home what that meant. And it was like, oh, that makes sense. So my family didn't know they made that video prior to me being in the jury house. So that was a video that I could have seen if I were still in the Big Brother house. And so if Cam were there, CJ wanted Cam to see that. Like, hey, the family loves you and supports you kind of thing. Because my family loves Cam.
I'm waiting for another, let's see.
This is so cool.
This is so cool. Are you going to watch the entire season?
Yes, I'm going to watch the entire season. I'm even going to go through as many of those videos as I can of live feeds, because I honestly, I had to ask Chemo before because I'm not a live feeder, which I will now be for life. I didn't realize how much of that, I didn't realize that was, I thought, oh, they're only going to have it in rooms where there's a lot of people, and Chemo confirmed that the cameras for live feed would only be in rooms with a lot of people in them. I had no idea that it would be an option to see me in a room by myself. So I never really talked to the cameras too much. I didn't address my family too much. I just went on with my life and then went on with that game. And sometimes, and I am a person who does talk to herself quite a bit. So the kids said, Mom, you would be talking, were you talking to the cameras, for the cameras? Sometimes I would, especially if I was like thinking, like, I want to just get out these frustrations, and maybe they'll ask me these questions in the DR and we can go into it more in depth. They were kind of like placement holders for later when going in the DR. They could ask me about it later. I don't know. I kind of forget. You do, even Leah said, I kind of forget when the cameras are there.
Who did you like more?
Or there, or they are there. Who, what?
Who did you like more, Ainsley or Janky?
There wasn't really any good moments, to be honest with you, about that. I think for me, coming up the stairs and getting to go into the HOH room for the first time and having all that support from the house guests and all the love and excitement, I think to me that was the best time. And just getting that letter from my family and the pictures, that was the best moment of my HOH.
Let's see. Do you have a favorite player from last season?
I really love the whole Jag and Matt situation, but let's be honest, I really love Cirie and Mama Felicia. They were my favorite. I loved Mama Felicia having little things in her robe all the time to eat. I thought that was so much fun. And now being in the BB house, I understand that you kind of, some of the treats and snacks and stuff that are in there, you kind of want to get while the getting's good and get those stored away for yourself for later. So I just loved the two of them and their banter. And I love Jag and Matt's banter and all their fun. And Bowie Jane, oh, that girl, she is so much fun.
Words of advice for women over 50.
Ooh.
Or I thought the question was going into their 50s.
Women going into their 50s. Honestly, just age is a number. Live your life to the fullest. Have fun with it. Don't take it too serious at this point. Be comfortable in your own skin, whatever that looks like. Own your shit and be a badass, because you are. And you know what? I love a good moisturizer. I use that IT facial cream, and it's my favorite, and it makes my skin feel soft and vibrant and alive. But honestly, just be yourself.
Have a good argument with a 20-year-old every once in a while.
No, you know what? These kids prepared me. They're always getting on my last nerve. Okay, I think I can't do any more.
Okay.
This is a lot. I feel hot and anxious about all of this. Thank you guys so much for jumping on this live with me. I love you. Thank you for supporting me and being Big Brother fans. And I might do another one later. I don't know. But for right now, I'm going to go to bed. Thank you guys so much.